The AU summit is often a place of powerful leadership getting together on the future of the continent. But this was a different year, a fiery battleground of ideologies, pride, and Pan-African tension unfolded. Right at the heart of this dramatic showdown stood South African President Cyril Ramaphosa and Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. The 2025 African Union Summit was to mark a high point in integration, economic partnership, and peacemaking efforts. But beneath the surface, ideological cracks were already forming. On one side stood the old guard representing nations like South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya, states that have long dominated AU politics through diplomacy and alignment with Western ideals. On the other side, a new wave of leadership, young, militant, unapologetically African. At the forefront of this rising tide is Ibrahim Traoré, the 36-year-old president of Burkina Faso, whose rise to power came through a military coup in 2022 and who has since become a symbol of anti-imperialist resistance. The stage was set for confrontation. Confrontation is exactly what happened. During a closed-door session, leaked by sources close to the summit, Traore reportedly stood up and addressed the room with a fire that made the air thick with tension. He called out what he termed the compromised leadership of Africa's elites, pointing fingers not just at colonial powers, but at African leaders themselves, accusing them of being puppets of Western interests. Looking directly at Ramaphosa, he said, "You sit at the table with the West while your people starve. You smile for their cameras while their corporations bleed your land dry." According to insiders, the room fell into stunned silence. Some were nodding, others were fuming. But Ramaphosa, who has prided himself on his diplomacy and calm demeanor, was visibly shaken. It wasn't just political rhetoric. It was personal. It was raw. And it drew a clear line in the sand between the new Africa and the old. Ramaphosa, known for his composed public image, was clearly not prepared for such a direct attack, especially from a younger, less internationally polished leader like Traoré. Those in the room say the South African president attempted to defend his position, highlighting the ANC's role in fighting apartheid and striving for continental solidarity. But Traoré didn't flinch. The ANC of Mandela is not the ANC of today. He said, "Your party has become comfortable, weak. You govern for approval, not liberation." Those words reportedly hit Ramaphosa hard. Eyewitnesses say he was visibly emotional, his voice breaking as he attempted to explain South Africa's internal challenges, from economic disparities to foreign policy complexities. For a man who stood alongside icons of the liberation struggle, to be told his party had abandoned its roots was a heavy blow. Some say he wiped tears during the exchange. Whether out of frustration, pain, or reflection, the moment captured the depth of division currently brewing in Africa's political landscape. This isn't just about Ramaphosa and Traoré. This is about the future of Africa. The AU summit revealed more than just a generational divide. It exposed a philosophical battle about the continent's direction. On one side are the institutionalists, leaders who seek reform through diplomacy, incrementalism, and international cooperation. On the other side are the revolutionaries, younger leaders like Traoré, Molly's Asami Goa, and Niger's Abdul Hemioniai. Men who seize power through force but argue that the traditional systems have failed the people. The AU as a body is stuck in the middle. Can it evolve to embrace this new tide without fracturing completely? Can the old and the new find common ground before the differences become irreconcilable? Traoré didn't leave it at harsh words. In a post-summit press briefing, he doubled down, issuing a clear warning to the African National Congress. History will not be kind to those who betray Africa's struggle for dignity. The ANC must choose: either return to the path of liberation or become a footnote in the story of neo-colonialism. That statement sent shockwaves through South African media and political circles. To the ANC, already struggling with declining public support, corruption scandals, and economic instability, this public rebuke could not have come at a worse time. It's not about politics, it's about legacy. Will the ANC rise again as a beacon of African pride? Or has it, as Traore claims, lost its soul? If you've made it this far, you're clearly as passionate about Africa's future as we are. So make sure you click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let us know in the comments. Do you stand with Traore's vision for a new Africa, or do you believe Ramaphosa still represents hope for the continent? Until next time, stay informed, stay bold, and stay African.